Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Jocelyn Lovely. So good to see you guys here today. This reading today is going to be for my beautiful, should be Libras. It should be Libras. It is Libra. Alright, so I was getting a lot of downloads. I myself was going through like a personal transition. So when I pulled the cards out, I already knew it was going to be a lot of healing, like a lot of people in healing stage, but I didn't realize there was going to be a lot of resentment that came down from these downloads, or like that was showing for you guys in the spread. So if you guys aren't Libras, but you guys are resonating with this, like, share, and subscribe. For personal readings or to donate, click on the link down below. I love you guys. All right, so we're starting here today with the Nine of Swords, with the Eight of Swords. I didn't expect this, a lot of you guys don't necessarily think you're feeling stuck. What I'm getting more here is a lot of healing with the colors in the background that are taking place, and kind of like your reaction to the healing taking place. Like at one point you were really, really struggling. You were stuck, you were resentful, you were passionate towards the healing, but at the same time it was as if you just hit a breaking point. Like there's only so much healing a person can do before they start, getting resentful and snapping and just going back to, or looking for different forms of addiction, or to just help alleviate the pain. We get the Page of Pentacles here. This guy, as you see, it's like you're near the end. You already know you're near the end. There's only so much healing left, and it's so redundant, and you're exhausted, and you're just at that point where you're like, I can't deal with this anymore, right? Because you had the Ten of Wands after. You just know it's the same process over and over again, and you know that there is, like, you've had proof into your life, that was brought into your life, that you're just over this, right? That it's time for a new chapter. You know it. So you have your days, right, where it's like you're feeling good, you understand where the healing is taking you, there's results, there's progress, you feel better. And then the next day, it's like you're starting back from scratch, and you woke up and you're just resentful and not safe, and not willing to work with spirit, right? So then I see this character here. You have a chance to start sowing plants, sowing your crops. It's like starting over, right? You know that you want to invest. Compared to maybe, let's say this year, everybody reaps every year, or depending on how much you reap, how much you sowed, you reap back. Maybe there were areas in your life where you felt, I didn't do well, and this is an area where I specifically want to work in, because I don't want the same to I don't want to harvest, or I don't want next year to come around and realize that I didn't improve in this area. So you see this, and it's like, so you really, a part of you really wants to invest, but because of how you're feeling right now, maybe you're just so exhausted, you've been beaten down from all of these emotions that you have to feel, you're just second guessing everything. And we're going on a day-by-day basis, every couple of hours. You go from, feeling something, to crying, to feeling better, to being resentful again. It's a cycle. I understand. I know a lot of you guys are just, especially during the holidays, it brings up like so many triggers due to family members. So some of you guys are opting out maybe this season to just spend it alone. I can see that for a lot of you guys. Or if you're going to go see your families, I can see you only being there for like a couple of hours and saying I love you. But in order for me to be at peace, I need to go home. So we're at the King of Swords, right? Very practical understanding of the process, methodically understanding why this process needs to happen as it is. And like I said, you're not in a place of lack of faith. It's more of you're just tired with how the process is. You're tired of carrying all of this baggage. You're tired of carrying these emotions, and you're tired of crying about it, right? Which is why it's so much easier to go out there and find like comfort, seek comfort. But this, again, this is like the methodical, very methodical, very practical, very rationale. So it's like you're really trying to put rationale regarding investments, right? You're trying to think of the bigger picture, of the better tomorrow. You're really looking forward to understanding, right? Because you understand with this harvest that came about, the areas where you did not reap, it's like I'm not making that same mistake, right? So you're trying really hard to use passion and desire to help you sow, right? So for example, let's say you are really focusing on your health and your diet, right? Now, your programming is when I'm stressed because of the emotions, I want to run and get a cheeseburger. I want to run and get some comfort food, some chips, whatever. But you know that that's going to lead you down the same path next year. So you keep kind of sitting there doing the same process, which is asking, maybe you're going day by day, uh, trying to eat healthier, trying to add fruit into your daily routines, right? You're trying your best to just not let the emotions take you to go seek that comfort food. You're trying to eat fruit, you're trying to eat something healthier, right? But then it's like your body, because it's going through a draw from not seeking the comfort behavior, it's really difficult. It's like you're really struggling right now. I'm just using food as an example, right? It could be anything. It could be maybe, for example, some of you guys left your ex during the holiday season. Somebody was just like, you know what, this isn't worth it. Or you left somebody behind during the holiday season and you're just like, oh my God, how am I going to survive the holidays? Right? So I want, it's just like you're one phone call away from going back. Source is sitting there is telling you that they're here for you. They're not trying to tell you anything that you already don't know, right? They see that you understand it from a logical sense. Do you want to be stuck in the same place you were last year, or are you trying to really change? And I see a lot of you really focusing on the change and knowing that you're just done repeating whatever you were in the past, right? If you go back, you're at the Two of Pentacles, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's like some of you are just tired of the cycle in general. You guys are just sick and tired of everything. So you're trying to approach everything from like a loving, harmonious, peaceful way. It's almost as if you know that when you do heal, when you do cry, you're going to be really kind to your inner child. You're going to go out there and soothe it. You're going to do things that your inner child wants to do to help you get through the day. Or, for example, if you're dealing with, even when you're at your worst and you're in pain and you're just like, and you want to lash out, that's when you're starting to be like very conscious about not pushing yourself to do things that you cannot do, that you don't want to do. So you're being extra sensitive, you're taking your time, you're trying to find very, very comfortable ways to deal with your pain. Not just comfortable, sorry. Very healthy ways to deal with your pain, right? Because if some of you guys, if running to comfort food is what's helping you, then you're also trying to balance that out with like eating healthy, right? It's not eliminating the eating bad altogether. It's slowly incorporating substitutions, right? Unfortunately, it doesn't work for exes, right? So if you're not dealing with your ex, you're spending more time with friends or more time doing things that your inner child wants to do, right? So in turn, if you do look forward and you keep planting those seeds, right? 90 days is all it really takes to start reprogramming your mind. 90 to 120 days, you get to the Four of Pentacles. Seeing where your investments lie. Really, really grateful for everything you have. Looking forward to change in that place, right? From what I'm getting is you look forward. It's like adding value. Adding value in your stockpile. Adding investments so that next year every area of your life is being worked on. Not just one, every, right? We're all getting to those ages and times where we need to be a little bit more, it's like we aspire to be more leveled, right? Whereas in one, maybe years ago we weren't able to do all of that. It was too much to handle every area. But now we're at a place where we understand the bigger picture. We understand why we need to do this, and we know that we want better for ourselves. All right, is there anything else that I want to go over with you guys? Let me see. Give me a second. That was fast. For all of you guys out there, I am so proud of you. Let me just say this, right? Because a lot of you guys are battling addictions, battling whatever. And here's one thing I really want to say is when you're battling addictions, it's so hard, right? Because what it really is you finally letting go of whatever the comfort is to heal and to feel. And I feel like some of you guys are at the end of your stages. It's the end. It's you're done. And that's why it's like, I give you props because you see the end and you're like, you know what, fuck it. I'm not going to smoke that cigarette anymore. I'm not going to smoke that cigarette anymore. Let me just feel that pain so that I can just start over. You're spending those days inside, crying, healing, being so patient with yourself because you know that it's just time. So all of you guys out there who are really focusing on just letting it all go and accepting that this is what you need to do, congratulations. I need you guys to understand how proud Source is of you guys and how I am of you guys, because the people that I'm reading for, not everybody does this. Like I said, you guys, the selected group, are choosing to do this, to do the hard work so that in 3 months there's a difference in your life. It's just like you guys are just so sick and tired of being sick and tired, you know? And there in turn comes the world. It's just time. You're moving forward. You've been around. You understand. There's no reason to repeat these lessons. You understand that this is just, it isn't worth your time. I think you guys finally understood that, or understand that your time is so valuable. But you're still in there at home crying. You're crying. What is this, Six of Swords? Yeah. Oh, you're at home crying. And then you get the Sun with the Six of Swords. Again, this is you being so optimistic, even on your worst days, okay? Because I don't want this to be cliche or whatever. No, I'm talking to the most pessimistic people out there, okay? Even on your worst days, there's some type of faith and understanding, knowing of your purpose and that you need to move forward. And so you do. You move forward with Source because it's just you and Source, nobody else. You move forward knowing that you want a deeper partnership with yourself, a more meaningful partnership with yourself and Source. You move forward because you know there's something out there for you. You move forward because you know that one day you won't always be depressed. You'll actually be happy one day. The sun does come out. The sun comes out. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it will come out. And when it does, you'll be proof. You will be living proof as to why. You'll be living proof as to why you survived. Even when nobody understood. Only you know what this is. Whatever this was made you lose. You lost yourself in the process. So getting back to here is something maybe you never thought you would be, but getting to this place was something you prayed for every day. You never thought you'd get there again. But something hit you, or maybe you just wanting a deeper sense of spirituality, a deeper sense of surrendering, a deeper sense of humility has shown you, your guides have shown you that there is a way out, that the sun will come out one day, and when it does, you'll be living proof that anything is possible. Some of you guys are getting like, even like a thought that maybe you might be happier than you were before, if that's even possible. And if some of you aren't, like one day maybe you are feeling that and the next day you're not, and you're like, man, this is bullshit, this is BS, I don't believe this. And then the next day it's like little by little, source is like putting those thoughts in your head because it wants you to believe again. It wants you to have childlike wonder again. It wants you to be happy again. They want you to believe that there is hope, that you could be whole again. Alive, sane, whole. All right, my beautiful Libras. I love you guys. If you resonate with this video, like I said, please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments. I love you guys.